Okay, welcome back. Good day to you all, and let's quickly discuss this issue of securing capital or profit while a trade is going on. Okay, most of you usually lost your profit back to the market, but you don't know how to secure your profit or your capital while a trade is going on and those trades are in profit. So it is part of your risk management or your rules of trading that when your trades are in profit, you first of all lock your capital, and as the trade continue to move further in profit, you continue to lock in some profits. That is how you trade. You don't just trade waiting for final TP to hit. This business or trading we are doing is very, very volatile. Sometimes you can see yourself in 100% or even 200% profits before you know it returns back to loss. So you need to know how to actually secure some of your profit, or in the worst scenario you should be able to secure your capital while your trade is going on. As you can see, I have a small trade here, and on this trade we have a Ethereum and a wave going on here. So, and as you can see, the Ethereum is in 95% profit, while wave is in also around 92% profit. So the first thing you need to do is to lock in your capital. So how do you lock in your capital? So go to that trade you are doing, look for entry price. What is the entry price here on this trade? You see, for Ethereum, the entry price is 3281. 3281. That's your entry price. So you first of all go in under your stop loss. You are going to change your stop loss. The stop loss value, anyway, this I've already locked it before. Let's take it away. So I have a stop loss value in this place before. So this stop loss value, I am going to change it to the entry price, which is 3281. It's written up here. You can also see it up here, 3281.91. So that's 3281.91. Very good. So you see that right now it's now telling me that market stop loss order will be triggered when market price reaches 3281.91. Expected profit will be zero. Expected profit will be zero, and also my loss will be zero. What does that mean? So the moment you change it, the moment you change your stop loss value to the entry price at which you enter the trade, what it means is that you have secured your capital. You're no longer in loss. Normally, when you are trading, you set a stop loss. Like if I set a stop loss here, let's say I set a stop loss of minus 50%. So you see that it will be telling me, because on this trade, I think I have around 10 USD here, so 10 or around 9 point something USD capital here on this trade. So if I use a stop order of, let's say, 3265 or minus 50%, it will be telling me here that my expected loss is going to be 4.5947. So that's my loss. I'm going to lose that at minus 50%. So, but because I'm already in profit, I'm not going to wait to lose the trade again. Never allow a profitable trade to go back to loss. So what you do is you are going to change it immediately. Like for me, each time I see 50% profit, what I used to do is to first of all go and lock my capital by using the entry price 3281. Such an entry price, you see it on the interface there. 3281.91 is my entry price. So once I enter here, you see it's no longer telling me that I'm going to lose again. It's even telling me that my profit is going to be zero. Although zero is still like no profit, no gain. So, but at least I know my capital on this trade is secured. They confirm it here. So my capital is secured. So you can see that trade. This trade was in 95% just now, but coming down to 68 now. So if I want to lock in more capital, sorry, more profit, instead of just locking capital alone, if I decide, okay, let me maybe I'm doubting that this chart might keep on going down. So this is what I'm trading on Ethereum. So if I'm doubting that this guy is going down, then I can decide, okay, let me lock in some profit. So if I'm going to lock in some profit, means I go back to that stop loss again. Then I will increase the stop loss, the stop loss value to go above the entry price. See, this is three. Remember, I'm taking a long trade. This is 3281. So if I adjust it to, and the current price is 3311 or 3310. as you can see, market price, that's the current price of this Ethereum. So, but my stop loss is set to entry, which is 3281.91. So if I increase it, let's say I increase it by 300, for instance, 300, can you see? It will now be in profit instead of loss. You can now see that I'm now in 55.12%. About 55, I have secured about 55% out of what I was seeing, that's around the something percent just now. So meaning that if I confirm it here, so all the profits there, I have locked in $5. No matter how this trade comes down, it will not hit me. So let's confirm and go. Can you see that my profit here is 8.24? Talking about Ethereum, 8.2, 8.5 is my profit I'm making at 86%. At 86% ROI, I'm making 8.5 USD. So I'm going to secure some profit. So I decide to secure 55%. Here is it, and at 55%, that's when the price is at 3,300. So I have locked in 5.0652 USD. So you confirm it. So if this trade starts reversing and it reverses to 3,300, if it reverses to that place, it will hit me and the trade will automatically close. And if the trade close, that shows I have make at least 5 USD. At least I'm in profit of it 5%. Most of you, sometimes you don't know how to lock your profit. It goes back to loss. It's not good. Okay, like this trade now keeps going forward. So this is 92. I'm now in 96 or 92 percent. So I can decide to shift that profit again from 55% to, like, let's say, to 70%. So okay, so we are in 100% right now. So I can decide to shift to around 70% or 75%. You get the point? So then I'll come here, I'll click on stop loss. So don't adjust it here. If it's on profit, if you try to adjust it to 75, it will not go. See, let's say you want to do 75 at this side percent, it will not go. It will take you back to loss. So it is this value here, the stop loss value, you will be changing. That is, now the market price is in 3,721. So I can decide to, let's say, shift. Initially, before at 55%, I was in 3,300, right? So let me shift to, let's say, 3,010. Can you see this 85? If it's 75, I will adjust again. Let's say I'll call it 307. You can see 306 dot, let's say, 5 or dot 7. You can see. So you will keep on adjusting the stop loss to meet what you want. So, but for now, I think Ethereum is going forward. From my analysis, Ethereum from here is going forward to at least around 3,500. So I will not stay close. I will not use a close value to the market price. So I just want to stay around 55%, So I'm going to use 330. Sometimes your analysis might be wrong and it will go down to 80, but still it's fine. In as much as you're not in loss. Never turn a profit that has a trade that has given you up to 50% to 100% or so, or thereabout. You later enter loss in that trade. To me, I see it that as something very wrong. So don't do that. So when your trade gives you 50%, don't allow that trade to enter loss. Just lock entry. Some of you are scared that, what if I lock entry and it's going to hit me there and it later start pumping? That's not your concern. It's not your trade. Your trade will not give you stress. It will keep going forward. If the trade reverse and hit you at entry, so be it. Just take it and leave. Don't be too greedy, because if you think you will not secure the entry and you leave the trade that gives you that 100% can again hit your stop loss and you regret. So that regret is worse. It's better you even secure your capital or take 55% instead of going back to big loss. Don't care about those who are still on the trade and they are telling you, the trade later hits 500% and make big profit. Don't care about them. Your own opportunity is coming. So when you are trading, you are not in competition with anyone. You are only in competition with yourself. And you know the hard-earned capital you put in. So be concerned about that one and don't be concerned about anybody. So that is how it works. So now I have secured 55%. I confirm it. So I'm out here. Is that okay? So, and as for this wave, so I can as well secure profit if I want to, or secure entry. So like in this one, I will just secure the entry. I think I've already secured it. See, you can see that I secure about 9%. So me, when I'm securing entry, when I'm securing entry or securing capital, I don't used to use I don't use exact value. Normally I'm supposed to use 4095 here. You see, so that it will now be, the trade will now be on the profit will be zero. But I will not do that. What I usually do is I will increase it a bit. Do you know why I increase it? So let's say I can increase this one now by, let me put one here, 4 1. Yeah, so about 9%. So the reason why I increase it like this is that the exchange you are using to trade actually used to charge you per trade. When you close the trade, they charge you. So this very trade now, I'm going to close it, never going to be in loss. If you secure the capital, just exact capital, you use the exact entry price. The consequence here is that when this trade hits you at that entry, there's still going to be small charges, either 0 point something USD or 0 point whatever, depending on the amount you're using to trade. So that amount deducted from your own asset means that you are in a loss on that trade, though a small loss, very very small loss, because it's just the charges from the exchange. So me, any trade that have given me profit, I never wanted to see any loss on it, whether it is 0.00001 USD. I don't want to see any loss. For that reason, I'm going to increase this to about 9% profit. I'm a 100% profit, so I increase it to 9% profit, something like that. So but normally the way I used to do my things is, if I'm using a normal leverage of 25x, when I see 50% profit, I lock capital. Then when I see, I mean 25x leverage down to 1x. So when I see 50% profit, I lock capital. When I see 100, I will be increasing by 100, 50%. When I see another 50%, is that, yeah, another 50%, which is now 100%. When I see 100%, I will lock 50% profit. But when I see 150% profit, when my trade gets to 150% profit, I will lock 100%. When my trade gets to 200% profit, I will lock 150. When it gets to 400%, I'll lock 350. So I move by 50-50 when I'm in a small leverage. But in an instance where I'm using a very high leverage, if I'm using a high leverage, so let's say like all these 100x, you can see these guys are on high leverage, 100x and some 5x. So when I'm using such leverage, what I do here is I don't move too close. I don't move by 50, because by 50 sometimes they can quickly hit you because of the high leverage you are using. So in a high leverage like this, like 100x, so what I do is, first of all, to secure entry. So securing my entry, I don't play with it. Around 50% to 70% maximum, I've secured my entry. So then after I secure entry, I don't rush, because I'm using high leverage. High leverage is small movement, you see it backward or front. So if I'm using like 100x now, I move by 100. When I'm using between 25x downward, I move by 50-50. But when I'm using a high leverage like this, I move by 100. So what do I mean? So when this trade is in 200% profit, I will lock my 100% profit. When the trade moves to 300% profit, I will lock 200%. When the trade moves to 400%, I will lock 300%. I move 100. So if the trade comes to hit me, no problem. Even if others gets to 1,000, I don't care. This is my own risk management, the way I protect my capital and my profit while trading. So that's for that. So another thing is, there is another way to actually secure profit. So without needing to shift stop loss or doing break even. So I think that's taking partial profit. Taking partial profit. So a trade can be going on, you will be taking your partial profit. That I will talk about very soon in, I think, in another video. So I'll provide another video showing you how to take partial profit. So, but for now, you have understood how to take how to secure capital and how to secure your profits as trade keeps moving forward. Thank you. And this is Crypto Wizard. You can always reach out to us on 070, write it down, 070, oh, 070 866 9130. Don't mind me. 070 1866 9130. So you can reach me on WhatsApp with that line, or you can reach us on our official line, which is 070 644 11689. Again, 070 644 11689. For any training regarding cryptocurrency, you can always reach us on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp only. If you make a call, we will not pick the call, because hundreds of calls are coming in daily. So reach us on WhatsApp so that we can have record of our conversation for future use. Thank you. Have a nice day.